Hey everyone, and welcome back to another NASCAR Racing 2003 live stream. Going to be doing something a little bit different today, as you can see by the title of this stream. I'm going to simulate a race using all 32 cars of the NFL League. Oh, why can I not talk right now? I've just recently downloaded a car set for the Gen6 mod, which is all 32 NFL teams. Wrong button. So here we go. Got one for each team. So I decided I wanted to simulate a race using all of these cars, have them all be AI, and just simulate a race to try to predict this year's Super Bowl winner that way. And I was contemplating, I kept debating what track I wanted to use. I didn't know if I wanted to use Daytona or Talladega, a restrictor plate race, basically where any car has a chance. I didn't know if I wanted to do Bristol, sort of like a stadium type track, kind of like a football stadium. I don't know if I wanted to do Texas, which is the location of this year's Super Bowl. What I ended up deciding I was going to do for the track for this is one of my favorite tracks, Piggzcreek SuperSpeedway. Any of you that's ever played this, basically full throttle all the way around, 265 miles an hour, constant pack drafting, anyone has a chance to win the race. Alright, we already got 6 watchers. Welcome any people joining the stream. Right now I'm just getting ready to set up the simulation race. I'm going to simulate a race to try to predict this year's Super Bowl winner. I have a NFL team car set. I have all 32 cars. Gonna go in. Oh, nope. I didn't want to do 6 laps. I wanted to do a little bit longer than that. How many laps should I do? You know what? Let's do 18. That sounds good. You know why 18? Because if a team... That's basically how many wins... Or, sorry. How many games a team has to play if they get to the Super Bowl, given that they get, the first round bye. The divisional game, and then the NFC Championship game, plus the 16 regular seasons games. So let's do 18 laps. It sounds like a fair number. Alright, let's get started. If there's any NFL fans watching the stream right now, if you want to go ahead and put your predictions for the winner in the chat box, that'd be cool, so I can see if anyone gets it right. You guys know me if you've seen any of my previous streams, especially where I had the FaceCam. You guys know I'm a diehard Packer fan, so that's who I'm going to be rooting for. But I've simmed this out a few times before making the stream, and I've noticed that a lot of the typical teams qualify out front, like the Seahawks, the Patriots, the Panthers all start out front. Alright, so let's just jump right in and go into race. Let's see who qualified where. Standings. Rowdy is the Cowboys, Blitz is the Seahawks, K-Wolf. Oh, who is K-Wolf? Forgot. M. Murphy is that's Mark Murphy, the Packers. P. Patriot, Big Red is the Cardinals. So yeah, aside from maybe the Cowboys, the typical usual people up front. I think K-Wolf is actually the Broncos, so that makes sense as well. Sir Purr, that's the Panthers. Alright, so let's get right in. I'm going to accelerate to after the race. The pace lap already begins, so I don't have to be part of the race. Let's just get right in. I'm going to be using all these controls for the cars, the button controls. There we go. So it looks like we got the Seahawks and the Cowboys out front, yep. Along with the Packers. Oh, K-Wolf is the Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs. How could I forget? Alright, so I'm running this through real time. This is going live. I can't check your guys' comments until after the race, so go ahead and post your predictions and watch as the race gets started. And green flag. Looks like the Cowboys got a little bit of a jump. In Piggzcreek, if you have a low line, you can overtake anyone in the turns like this. Look at the Chargers; they're gonna be in second by the end of the turn, if not first. Chargers going down low to the Chiefs. Gonna switch to them. They're in second place. Where are my Packers at? Packers are about 7th or 8th back there, right next to the Bengals. Cowboys still maintaining the lead. And they're 3-4 wide, basically the entire way deep. Oh, here comes the Panthers making a dive to the inside. 3 wide with the Chargers and the Seahawks. And it looks like the Panthers have just acquired second. Oh, the Patriots took the lead. I didn't even notice, but now the Panthers are making a charge for the Patriots. 3 wide behind them with the Chargers, Cowboys, and Vikings. And end of lap 1 is side by side for the lead with the Panthers and the Patriots. Vikings in 3rd, Chargers in 4th. Oh, now the Panthers are on front. Looks like my Packers are dropping. Looks like they're way back there. If I see correctly, looks like we got the Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars making a charge on the inside line. That's something you won't hear. Actually, no, I predicted the Jaguars are gonna... Either the Jaguars or the Buccaneers are going to the playoffs this year. My 3 bold predictions for this year, or my 3 teams that typically don't make the playoffs, are going to this year with at least a wild card spot. Either the Buccaneers or the Jaguars, and then the Jets and the Raiders. They were both on the incline at the end of last year. They got a bunch of good new key players, young players. They look like a good, healthy, all-around team. As long as they can stay healthy throughout the season, those 3 teams should make the playoffs. I'm going to switch from the Chargers, switch back up to the... Oh, the Bills and the Panthers out side by side for the lead. Looks like the Bills are going to have a run coming off turn 2. Except they got no drafting help. Wow, look at that. 6 wide behind them. Oh, there's a wreck. There's a wreck. There is a wreck. Oh, it took out half the field. I was hoping to be able to have this go the entire way through live, but I'm going to have to watch a replay of that. Let's see who makes it to the line first. Here comes the Eagles. Eagles diving to the inside. Please don't have it be the Panthers. It looks like it's going to be the Panthers. Yep. Panthers are going to make it back first to the line. Wow, let's see who that wreck all took out. I do not see my Packers anywhere. Looks like the Packers got taken out in that wreck. Let's hope that's not symbolic that some sort of injury is going to happen to a key player this year. Alright, so as you can see, it's still going live, but I'm going to pause it right now just so I can watch that replay. I'm not going to fast forward it. See, Cowboys, Seahawks, Bears, Ravens, all good picks. Ravens, if they stay healthy, last year was a fluke year with the Ravens. They had just everyone was injured. They should stay healthy this year. They should be a contender for the AFC North. The Bears, I felt bad for the Bears the last few years. I've always liked the rivalry the Packers and Bears have had. I want to see some competition against Seahawks. They're a good contender. Cowboys, I just heard the news. Tony Romo's back is broken. He's out for the majority of the year. I really hope Jerry Jones is happy. I love the Cowboys. I love Tony Romo, but Jerry Jones is destroying that team. Alright, now that I'm done ranting and checking your guys' comments, I will go back to the replay, check out this wreck that happened. Yep, it's not going to be live anymore, but I'm not going to fast forward at all. See, I'm watching this live as you guys are, so I do not know what happens. Yeah. What is that, 6? Oh, 7 wide about, yeah. I wonder how they wrecked. Oh, I see my Packers. They're in the back, right in the middle. There's no way they got around that. Oh, the Patriots, Chargers, and Bengals all bunched together, and it went on from there. Redskins got damaged. Oh, the Packers made it through. So who was all taken out by that? The Bengals got some damage. Patriots, obviously. Oh, the Seahawks are in it. Seahawks and the Chargers, two West Coast teams. Bengals, Cowboys, oh, they took a hit. At least the Packers made it through. So they still have a chance. Alright, and then, yeah, the Panthers took the lead. Or the Panthers have the lead come to the start-finish line. Alright, so now let's fast forward to when the green flag happens again. Maybe it'll actually catch back up to being live. It's probably a good thing that I fast forward then. We wouldn't have to watch this whole stupid pace lap stuff. Alright. So, in all seriousness, is there any other Packers fans in the joint? Or am I the sole one? I gotta change a setting real quick. I saw a few drop frames. Alright. Hopefully no more drop frames. Alright, let's look at the lineup we've got. So we got Panthers in first place, followed by the Dolphins. Switch the camera back. Followed by the Dolphins. Where's helicopter view? There we go. Alright, followed by the Dolphins. Third. Still learning these controls. Alright, there we go. Third place we got the Texans. In fourth we have the Bills. Followed by the Jets. And we got the Eagles. The Cardinals. Bears. Jaguars. Buccaneers. Who was that? I didn't see. The Raiders. Touchdown! Raiders! Followed by the Vikings, Browns, Ravens, 49ers, Rams, the Los Angeles Rams now, Detroit Lions, Giants, Packers, Chiefs, Colts, is it the Browns? I think, can't tell, and then Saints, Falcons, Cowboys, Bengals, Seahawks, Redskins, I believe, and the Titans. Who is that? Number 33. Who is number 33? The Patriots, last place. I do not know who number 33 is because the hood is off. But, and then the Chargers and the Patriots. There's still another pace lap? Are you kidding me? Alright, let's go back and watch that wreck again, since we still got a little bit more pace lap time to kill. And I just got done, as we speak, watching the Bears get the shit kicked out of them in preseason by the Chiefs. At least they got one touchdown at the end, but holy hell. It was 23-0 for the longest time. Let's watch this from the cheat treats point of view. Alright, here's the wreck that just happened. And everyone comes piling in. Yeah, I do not know who that number 33 was. Alright. Hopefully the pace lap is almost over. Oh. Just in time. Oh, wait, no. False alarm. One more pace lap to go. Alright, I'll check back on your guys' comments. 8 people watching. Awesome. Ooh, I see a bunch of people commenting. Awesome, I want to read. Ravens, I'm late. Joe Flacco will make us run out of gas. Not run out of gas. Ah. Steelers do have one of the best wide receivers. You can't blame them. Antonio Brown, you can't beat that dude. That guy is one hell of a beast. Joe Flacco, speaking of the Ravens, I can't drop any names, but I didn't know until afterwards, but apparently this past summer, I videotaped a wedding for a starting player on the Ravens that grew up in Wisconsin. That would be awesome. That'd be hilarious if I was kidding, but fortunately I'm not. I didn't even know till afterwards. Luckily I didn't know during it because I would be all starstruck and giddy during the gig. Probably be asking the dude, oh, what is Joe Flacco like? Palomalu, that guy was a beast. It's a shame he retired, yeah. A lot of good people retired on the Steelers recently. That AFC North has a few decent people retiring, or that have retired recently. Oh wait, no, that's right. Terrell Suggs didn't retire. He just got injured, but Ray Lewis retired a couple of years before that. They lost Ray Rice, that whole thing. Let's hope the Ravens can bounce back. I mean, hell, they were Super Bowl champions 3-4 years ago, and now they finished, what, like 4-12 last year? Alright, here we go. Let's see if the Dolphins can pull an upset on the Panthers. What lap are we on? This will be the start of lap 8, so I think there's 11 to go from here. 11 more games in the season. And here's the green flag. Looks like the Jets try to get a jump to the outside, along with the Texans. Texans overtaking the Dolphins, but the Dolphins have the inside line. They should be able to maintain that position throughout the turn. Got the Dolphins creeping up on the Panthers. Panthers don't have much competition right now. But once everyone else gets drafting help and gets a run, watch out, Panthers. Like that, here comes the Redskins making a dive to the inside of the Eagles. 2 NFC East guys racing side by side. They're all 2-3 wide behind the Panthers, but they're somehow maintaining the lead. Alright, let's see if the Redskins can bump draft the Dolphins, push them to the lead. Here they come. Looks like who's that behind them for help? The Bears. The Redskins have the Bears behind them. Here comes the 49ers with the Lions on the inside line, making a charge. Got 3-4. Here comes the Packers out of nowhere, making it 4 wide on the inside, about 10-15 back. Here comes the 49ers. They're giving the Panthers some competition. Are they going to be able to make the pass on the inside? It looks like it. Speaking of the Packers, where did they come from? Here they come. Charging for 3rd place. They might make it first. Look at that. They're diving to the inside. They might have a run by the end of this turn. Are the Packers going to lead a lap? They got their rival help right behind them, the Vikings, but here comes the Jets. Here comes the Jets. Are the Packers going to be able to take the first lap lead aside from the Panthers of this race? It looks like it, maybe. They're in the lead. There's some stragglers behind them. Come on, Packers, lead the lap. Looks like it. Oh, I don't know who led that one. The Packers are definitely leading now, though. Followed by the Vikings, Panthers, and Cowboys. 3 wide behind them. Let's see if they can maintain that lead like the Panthers were. Except it doesn't look like they're going to be able to. It looks like the Cowboys might make a run towards the inside of this next turn. Sorry, guys, I can't check your guys' comments. Keep throwing chats in the comment box right now. I can't pause the live commentary. Oh, here comes the Cowboys with help from the Colts making a dive towards the inside. Packers, even with their NFC North drafting help behind them, they can't maintain that lead on the outside. They just have too good of a run on the inside. Look at that drafting line. Looks like a V of geese. Looks like the Cowboys are gonna... Yep, the Cowboys barely led that lap. How many to go? Alright, that was the start of lap 11. So I think, yeah, 8 to go. If I can do math properly. Look at the Bears that are down there. Got most of the NFC North in the top 5 or 10. Where's the Lions at? Oh yeah, the Lions are back there in like 10th, 12th spot. Look at the Cowboys maintaining that lead. Got the Raiders in top 5. Got the Browns up there. Maybe the Browns can pull off an upset. Here comes the Raiders diving down, speaking of upsets. Oh, it's almost 4 wide for the lead. 4 wide for the lead with the Raiders. The Raiders taking charge on the inside line. Wow, that's going to be a close one for the lead right there between the Raiders and the Colts. Looks like the Raiders by a bumper. The Packers are staying up there on the outside line, though. 4 wide, 5 wide for second place. Here comes the Jaguars giving the Jets some help. Look at all these upsets in the top 5. The Jets, the Buccaneers, the Raiders, the Jaguars. Got the Dolphins up there sneaking in the top 10. Look at that pack. I just hope there's not another big one. Look at that. 5, 6 wide. Where are the Packers at? Oh, they dropped back big time, didn't they? I don't even see them anymore. Oh, yep. They're back there behind the Cowboys. Dez didn't catch it, by the way. Got the Buccaneers leading the charge up front. Oh. Here comes the Dolphins. The Dolphins, Jaguars, and Buccaneers all in the top 3 spots. That is the last time you will ever hear those words. Got the 49ers sneaking up on the inside line. Are they going to make a dive to the Dolphins? We're on lap 13. Lap 13. Side by side for the lead here. Dolphins and 49ers. But we got the... Looks like the Lions. Oh, there's the Packers again on the inside. In position to make something happen. Look at them looking on the inside of the Lions. They're going to have position to have a good run through this turn. If they can dive to the inside there, look at the Packers. Yep, there they go. Down low. Whoa. I did not mean to do that. Get back there. There we go. Got the Packers looking in the top 5 now. Top 3. They're making a comeback. Got them side by side for the Lions, getting drafting help from the Browns. The Browns make a look to the inside of the Packers. I believe that was 5 to go right there. 5 laps to go with the Texans leading. Browns in second, 49ers third, Packers fourth. Lions looks like 5th. Nope. Cowboys or Raiders. The positions just keep changing. It's like a Kama Sutra book. Texans still holding off the lead. See if they can hold off the Packers if they make a move towards the inside. Here they go. Here comes the Packers. With help from the Cowboys. Dez did not catch it. Help from the Raiders behind them with the Chiefs. Is that the Titans up there on the outside line? Or is no, that's the Panthers. We don't want the Panthers up there. Stay back there, 93. Look at that. Packers leading the lap again. Oh, they're talking about Tony Romo, speaking of the Cowboys, on the news right now. God, that sucks. I hate Jerry Jones. How many years of Tony Romo he's wasted by just not letting him fully recover from his injuries. Oh, what's that? You're a starter? No, let's throw you in for preseason against one of the most violent defenses in the league. What's that? Your collarbone's only 5 weeks out from being broken? No, you're fine. Let's put you back in. It's fully healed. And then, lo and behold, it breaks again. Gee, how did that happen? Alright, speaking of the Cowboys, here they go. Making a move on the inside for the Packers for the lead with help from the Raiders. Got the Panthers sneaking back there. About to take away 3rd spot from the Packers. And here comes the Chiefs on the inside of the Panthers. Look at those 3 upsets in the top 3. Chiefs, Raiders, Cowboys. Though a couple years ago, the Cowboys weren't too much of an upset. They had a star-studded team, and they actually stayed healthy and did really good. Okay, that was the start of 16. There's 3 laps to go. 3 to go with the Cowboys leading. Here comes the Panthers. Fucking Cam Newton driving that thing with his big old ears. Oh, we got lap traffic holding people up. No. No. Look at that. Cam is pulling away because the lap traffic held everyone else up. That was BS. That was BS. Alright, hopefully they get a run on him, because he can't be going too fast by himself with no drafting help. Now that they're all in a pack, hopefully he'll catch up to them. Or they'll catch up to him, I should say. That was BS. Alright, they're not too far behind him. Where's the Packers? Oh, the Packers are in dead last of that pack. Oh, that's a shame. They're not coming back in 2 laps. Nope. Alright, let's see if the Cowboys or the Chiefs can make something. They got a good run on him. They got a good run on the Panthers. Come on. Anyone with the Panthers. The Patriots already in dead last, so it can't be them. Here we go. Here comes the Chiefs. Got a good run. Dive into the inside. Do you have the momentum? Help from the Colts. Big old blue. With the Buccaneers behind them all. Look at the Vikings. Trying to make some magic happen on the inside. Oh, and the inside line takes away the lead from the Panthers. With a lap and a half to go. It's coming down to the wire. Chiefs, Colts, Buccaneers, top 3. Followed by, it looks like, the Vikings and the Lions. There's the Giants. It's going to be anyone's race. Alright, this is the last lap. White flag. Chiefs out front. There goes the Buccaneers to the outside. That was a dumb move. He's going to lose positions. Here comes the Lions. Number 30, he's looking to make a move to the inside of the Colts, and he does. The Colts, even with drafting help with the Chiefs, the Lions are able to take over the position on the inside line. Chiefs trying everything in their power to hold off the lead for the last lap. Here comes the Vikings. Are the Vikings going to win the Super Bowl? Or is it going to be the Eagles? It's going to be a drag race between the Vikings and the Chiefs. It's going to be a drag race. Who's going to win? Looks like the Chiefs might have more momentum on the outside. It's going to be a photo finish. Here they come to the line. Here they come. Who's going to win it? Oh, wow. Too close to tell. Too close to tell. If I had to guess, so I think the Vikings got him by a hair. Yep. The Vikings over the Chiefs by a hair. Let's look at that replay. That could not have been any closer. Alright. Let's look at this replay. With the Eagles in a close third, too, to the Lions and the Panthers. I believe the Vikings got him by a hair. Yep. Look at that photo finish. As much as I don't want to say it, looks like the Vikings are going to win the Super Bowl. Breaks my heart to say that as a Packers fan. But if this prediction is correct... Let's see a aerial view. Yep. Got him just by a bumper. Just ever so slightly. The Vikings. Well, that is a darn shame. Looks like Teddy Bridgewater and Adrian Peterson are going to get a connection going this year. Supposedly. Alright, now I can check back to your guys' comments. Whoa, 14 people watching. Awesome. Lots of people commenting. So did anyone guess the Vikings? I see people debating about Brady. I see Deflate, go Dolphins, Brady cheated. Vikings have a bad kicker. Well, they won the Super Bowl. At least according to the Vikings have the worst. He did not have a bad year. He just had that one shanked kick when it was like negative 40 degrees and the snapper had the laces facing him. Yes, he should have made that kick, but no, it was not 100% his fault. And given that he scored the only points for the Vikings in that game, holy crap, we got a lot of comments. I see a lot of Cheatriots, Steelers, flopping Dolphins, Panthers don't have competition, just like last year. That's pretty good. 40 fucking Niners, fuck the Niners, Vikings. Awesome. Only 109 dropped frames out of 31-minute streams. So that's only 3 seconds. Brady, yeah. All right. So who guessed? No one guessed the Vikings. I saw. Too bad the Packers. Speaking of the Packers, why are they replaying the Packers-Vikings game on TV right now? That was yesterday. I guess they're just doing a rerun. So if anyone guessed the Vikings without commenting, I guess congratulations, but since you didn't comment, we have no way of knowing. Alright, let's look at the final score. Mark Murphy, the Packers took 20th. Now we need... Who took last? Alright, so the Vikings, according to this, are going to win the Super Bowl. Now we need to see who's going to have the worst record this year, according to this simulation. Steel McBeam. That's who that number 33 guy was. That was the Steelers. Snyder, I don't know who that is. Houday, that was the Bengals. Gumbo's the Saints. Patriots, Falcons, Chargers. T-Rack, I honestly don't remember who that was. Blitz is Seahawks. Miles is Broncos. Rampage is the Rams. Don't know who that is. Packers. Buffalo is the Bills. Poe is the Ravens. Sam Sourdough is the 49ers. TD, I forgot who that was. I don't know who made this. This car set's really good, but you should just name the names, the actual team names. That would make it a lot easier. Alright. Let's see how close of a margin of victory that was by. Oh, yeah. 3/1000ths of a second. So, that was my prediction for this year's Super Bowl. I should probably be back later today with a couple more streams. I might try to do a couple more reenactments, if not just messing around doing some races, but I do really appreciate you guys taking your time out to watch this stream. Steelers are not overrated. They have a chubby rapist as a quarterback, but aside from that, they have one of the best explosive offenses in the league. I mean, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, you can't beat that. They had Martavis Bryant until he got suspended for some unknown drug usage. That stunk, because he had that amazing circus catch last year where he juggled it, caught it on his knee or on his butt, and then still did a front flip and still caught the ball. Alright, so just like I was saying, guys, I should be back later sometime today to do another stream, if not a couple more. If at the very worst, if I'm not back tonight, I will definitely do some streams tomorrow. In the meantime, I do appreciate you guys taking your time to watch this. If we have any new watchers here and you liked what you saw, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can be notified for future streams. And it really helps me out. It gives me more outreach. The more subscribers you have, the more people hitting the like button on the video. That's that much more chance of your videos popping up on other people's suggested videos. So has the potential to give me that much more of an audience. So I appreciate any support you guys give me. Really appreciated. Until then, be sure to stay tuned for the next stream. I really appreciate you guys watching this one. Go Pack Go. Only a couple more weeks till football season. Until next time, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one. Peace. Bye.